Listen enthusiasts, my name is Christina and welcome to another Let's Get Reelz movie review. Today's movie I will be reviewing for you is Girl on the Train, starring Emily Blunt. I'm not really sure how to really give you a summary of this movie without giving so much away, because a lot of it is like very complicated to try and explain. I was trying to explain Girl on the Train, the movie, to somebody and what the plot was, and I'm like, wow, this is actually kind of confusing. I'm trying to think of a way to explain the plot but not give so much away. So I'll just tell you that Girl on the Train is about this woman named Rachel, played by Emily Blunt. She travels from upstate New York on the MTA train, or an Amtrak train, down to New York City. Every day she does this, and she looks at this house that she used to live next door to. The train runs from behind where she used to live, and it was in this neighborhood with really nice big houses in upstate New York. And she sees this young woman on another house, about a house over from where she used to live, and she didn't know the girl when she lived there. The girl didn't move in yet, and she sees that this girl is married, and she sees the type of relationship her and her husband have, and Rachel starts to like picture or come up with stories of what their life must be like, and she draws the girl in different scenarios for this girl and her husband. Another thing with Rachel is that she is an alcoholic. We come to find that she may have been abusive to her husband. She's done a lot of crazy things that she doesn't remember, and she does something one night after she sees this girl with another man that wasn't her husband on the way to New York that morning. And Rachel gets off at the train station, and then the next day she wakes up and her head got smashed. She was bleeding from a cut on her head, and she only has vague memories of what happened. And this whole story comes around, things start happening, and things involve this girl that she sees every morning from the train, and her ex-husband, and the woman that is now his wife that he had cheated on Rachel with, and their daughter, and a whole bunch of other characters. I can't really go into too much detail. I don't want to tell you what happened, and it's also complicated. My mom and my friend keep telling me that the Girl on the Train book was really, really, really good. It was very good the way it worked out, the way the plot was laid out, the characters were awesome. So I was excited to see Girl on the Train, and I honestly can't wait to read the book. I was excited to see Girl on the Train until my brother said that it really wasn't getting that great reviews, and I was like, nah, well, that doesn't really matter, but I still kept that in the back of my head. I couldn't figure out why, if this was such a good story, it was getting such bad reviews. And then when I saw it, I was like, I see why. The movie Girl on a Train was very slow. To me, it just moved at like a snail's pace. There really wasn't anything to really keep me interested. I kind of figured out what happened in the story. It's a whodunit, and I figured it out. After a certain point in the movie, I was like, I get it. I know exactly who did this. And there were a few twists and turns. I was like, whoa, that's really cool. You know, like, okay, I can get into that. But there were certain things I was like, ugh, come on. It felt like it was dragging, and it was really no fault of Emily Blunt. It was no fault of any of the actors. I think it was just the pacing of the story, and the direction was really good, but at some points I felt the direction was a little slow. Emily Blunt is insanely amazing in this movie. I really, really hope that she is up for some kind of award next year for this movie, because she was fantastic. This has to be like one of the best performances I have ever seen from Emily Blunt, and the girl is just amazing. With everything that I see her in, every new thing that she's in, I come to admire her more as an actress. I think she's got such a great range, and I really hope this is a movie that like really puts her in like a class of her own, or with like, you know, all the great actresses that are out there today, because she definitely deserves it. That was my review of Girl on the Train. If you guys like this review in any way, please give it a thumbs up. Leave your comments down below. If you have seen Girl on the Train, let me know what your favorite part was without giving away too many spoilers. I should say, you know, don't put too many spoilers in there. If you want to tell me, if you want to talk about Emily Blunt's performances, anybody else's performances, the direction, whatever, leave those in the comments. And also in the comments, if you have any movie suggestions of what I should watch next, let me know. And if I pick your movie and I watch it and I review it, I will give you a shout out. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for future Let's Get Reelz movie reviews, because that is what I like to do here. And as always, keep watching movies and stay absolutely fabulous.